Hello guys, before we start this episode, I just want to say that this episode will be a shorter version of the episode, if you will, because I failed to record my commentary because of some settings problems with DX stories, so there won't be any commentary. I will add post-commentary to the footage, and so that will be a shorter version of the episode. So just so you know, that will not be a permanent change, that's just the change for this episode because there was no commentary at all. So so on that, enjoy the episode. Okay, so first things that we did into this episode, we talked to Sarif in order to get to China.
Here, this is for you. It's a corporate passport encoded with your biometrics. I've set up a false flag routing which should get you to Hensha Island without any problems.
You're sending me to China? What about FEMA?
FEMA's got nothing to do with this, trust me. We'll have better luck in China.
How can you say that? I saw the bastard who killed Megan pulling his men out of that facility. I left one of those men dead in its underground storage bay.
I know that, Adam. Frank was monitoring the whole thing. So I also know that before he died, that man gave you an address in China. I want you to check it out.
That doesn't make any sense.
Look, Adam. There's a reason this company's under attack. You think it has to do with the typhoon or with some other top-secret military project that I haven't told you about?
The thought had crossed my mind.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. The work Megan's team was doing before they were killed, it was redefining what it means to be human. This company, Sarif Industries, was about to lead mankind to its next stage in human development. Self-controlled evolution. Can't you see how scary that can be to some people?
Sure. I also see how lucrative it can be for some others.
It's never been about money for me, Adam. But you're right. There are people out there who don't exactly feel the same.
Like who?
I'm hoping you'll be able to find that answer for us in China. So get going. Farida's prepping the chopper.
So then, after that conversation, we decided to head to the elevator and then head to the chopper. While doing that, we were also pretty polite with the doors, as you will see in a second. There we go. We're polite people.
Hey, Jensen. The boss said you were on your way. You're gonna love Hensha.
You've been there?
Used to live there. I spent 3, maybe 4 years working in the upper city, and most of my nights having fun in the lower one. You ready to go?
I thought I was. How long is this gonna take, Malik?
You mean the flight or the fun afterward? Don't worry, we'll be there before you know it. Climb in.
One quick note here, I like how the plane is just flying sideways. It just looks so unstable. That always amused me.
Jensen, you might want to get ready. The jewel of the TheYAGC approaches.
Son of a bitch. We're supposed to find answers in that.
Hey, twice the scum and half the space. Hang on, we're going in.
As you can see, this is one hell of a city.
The address you got off that Merc, Hensha Court Gardens? It's a bit of a walk from here in the Yuzhou district, but I figured it might be best not to drop you too close.
In case Barrett only gave up the address, knowing I'd walk into another trap.
It's the kind of thing I'd do to an enemy. You want my advice? Just find out who lives there and get out.
Shortly after that, we just explored some bits of the city, and I also made some commentary about the huge freaking city on top of this one. Which actually is, it's actually another city, like I just said, into the top of this one, and this city is the education and government kind of city, and the city that we're in right now is a city about, it's more about the bars and, you know, pretty much everything that is considered lower into the society standards. So yeah, so it's pretty cyberpunk into this scale of things, and you know, the society classes and all things like that. So yeah, so I like that. I really like this aspect. So here's a short view of the city, just accelerated footage, just to show you how the city looks like. Don't worry, you'll see more of it later. After a long walk, we went into the limb clinic in order to get some praxis kits and get some more improvements for our augmentations. So for those who didn't see, we got the Icarus ending system augmentation, which allows us to fall from any distance without harm. And also we got the reflex booster, which allows us to take out 2 enemies at the same time. So there's going to be some demonstrations into this episode later on what they actually do. After taking the metro, we went into the Uzo district.
Bell Tower is conducting an investigation in this building, sir. No admittance.
And as he said, we can't pass there. So we have to get into that penthouse.
Malik, you might have been right about that trap. Hengsha Court Gardens is under lockdown by Bell Tower Associates.
Bell Tower? They're the police in Lower Hengsha, Jensen. They're under contract with the Chinese government. You think the Chinese...
I won't know anything until I get inside that penthouse.
After that, I had decided that I should take the stealthy way to do it, because usually I just go and kill those guys. But I figured that there might be an event right there, and indeed there was. So I went in the back, and you can guess what happened next. So now we're making sure that those guys won't be of any harm. And unfortunately, I've been seen, so there I am, trying to find a way, and he was coming right into my direction, so luckily we managed to escape. But that was indeed very close, that guy. He didn't see me, but a second more and I think he would have, so. And then we just end up into someone's bedroom. So there we go. So now that we're inside the building, we can get into under place, but nearly got saw by those guys and we have to take them out, which will show our first demonstration of the reflex booster augmentation, which will be of good use. There we go. So that probably saved me there. If I didn't have that augmentation, I'm not sure what I would have done. Probably would have ended up killing them both, which would have attracted attention, so. And then I was commenting about the design of this place, as usual. And now we're up, going upwards to the apartment that we're going to head into. And this place also was attacked by Bell Tower Associates, which we don't know why, but they did attack this place. And for you guys who don't know what we're doing right now, we're going into the apartment, as I just said, and this apartment is the apartment of the hacker that attacked the Sarif Industries headquarters with the other hacker. I'm not sure if that was the guy that was controlling the other hacker or if he was actually hacking the firewall. I'm not sure if that's both the same guy or if he's just hacking the firewall. Well, anyways, I'm just rambling. Here we are into his room. We are taking the viruses. And now I was trying to take the other virus, but the computer just got into my way and just said, "Gabriel, use me now!" And I couldn't do anything about it. But I did manage to get the virus before the computer just insisted on me again. And then I pointed out that there was a forever alone face into the post-its. Always fun to see Easter eggs like this. And now hacking into the hacker's computer, which surprisingly is easy to hack into, which is a bit ironic. It's level 1, so. But I guess they had to make it level 1 in order to actually make the story progress, because you can't hack level 2s and level 3s if you don't have the ability. which is bad if you don't even concentrate
Access
abilities in your hacking. So this game wants to leave you the choices. So there you go. So you have some emails right now that you can read. So go ahead and pause the video if you want to read them. Some conversation between the hacker and some other people. There we go.
Get word to Pritchard, Malik. The hacker who's been attacking us goes by the handle Windmill. Real name's Ari Van Bruggen. Bell Tower's been brought in to arrest him.
Arrest or get rid of?
Either way, he found out someone was gunning for him and took off. We need to find him.
There's a nightclub near where I dropped you called The Hive. It's notorious in black market circles. If this Dutchman is running, his first stop will be there.
I'll have a chat with the owner.
So after walking back into the building and avoiding all the guards, we are going to the Hive, which is the bar that we need to find the owner into. And this guy will give us some information about the hacker that he probably went into hiding into this place. So yeah. So after walking a bit more, we're finally arrived, and there's the first use of the Icarus landing system. This is just amazing. I always loved that augmentation. And then I was pointing out that those people did not even react. And then I was talking about the fact that you need a member card in order to access this place that this guy will give you. But there is a simpler way to do this. There's always violence to complete the solution. Also, this guy was asking for money, so of course we will not going to give that to him. So there we are, inside the bar. Nobody did notice that we just killed the guy, and nobody did notice that we have a gun into our hands.
You got a favorite poison?
I'm looking for Tong.
Everyone wants to talk to Tom. Check the VIP lounge upstairs.
Shit, it's gone. My pocket's
You work here?
Yeah, you could say that.
Good. I need to see your boss.
Really? Well, I'm sorry, Guido. Mr. Tong Zihong sees no one today.
Look, I didn't come halfway around the world to take no for an answer. Do us both a favor and tell me where he is.
Or what? You get mad and tear down a few walls with those enhancements of yours? This place isn't named the Hive for nothing. It's got plenty of worker bees come out of the paneling to stop you. What is it you think Mr. Tong do for you anyway?
I'm looking for someone. A cybersecurity specialist named Ari Van Bruggen. You know him?
Never heard of him. What'd he do? Steal your girl? Owe you money?
He had a job go bad, and now he's on the run from the people who hired him. But you knew that already, because a man like Mr. Tong doesn't hire idiots. And this is the first place people like Van Bruggen come when they need help. So stop wasting my time and take me to Tong.
You've got it backward, boy. You're wasting my time. Van Bruggen is minor league player. Tong knows who he is. He just don't care. He's got bigger things to worry about.
You expect me to fall for that? Small-timers don't attract this much attention. They don't have bell tower soldiers staking out their apartments. Van Bruggen's pissed off somebody big. And there's no way Tong's going to ignore that kind of development in his town.
You're smarter than you look. Yeah. Tong is keeping a close eye on things. Like you said, he's no fool. Now it's time you were leaving. Go back to your own country. There's nothing for you here.
Give me a break. I've been on this island long enough to know that Van Bruggen can't leave without Tong's help. He has to be hiding in Lower Hengsha somewhere, and Tong can tell me where.
Here's how little I care about what you know. We have Van Bruggen, and we're keeping him somewhere safe. It doesn't matter whether you have that information or not, because you got no idea what to do with it. Look, I shouldn't be telling you this, but if it gets rid of you, it's worth it. Tong only need Van Bruggen for a month to do a very specific job. After that, he get killed. But if you leave now and come back in 30 days, I make sure you see the Dutchman before he dies.
As you can probably see, I had a hard time with this conversation. Usually I always succeed at this one, but this time, no.
All I need from Van Bruggen is information. The same information his enemies are trying to keep from getting out. There's no point in them going after him anymore once he tells me what he knows. So if Tong lets me see him now, in the long run, it'll make his life easier.
You don't even know who you're going up against, and you think you have a chance? Forget it, Guaylo. You're not going to see Tong ever. You don't know it, but I'm saving your life.
After this tremendous social inabilities demonstration, we went into the first floor again to see the guy, to see the manager, not the manager, but the guy at the counter, in order to have some instructions, and he will give us a side quest that I won't be too happy to receive because that's my least favorite side quest in the game.
Tong wasn't upstairs.
He wasn't? You checked the lounge and he wasn't there?
No, and I really need to see him. Where is he?
Sometimes you have to prove yourself to Tong first. But today could be your lucky day, Lao Wei, because I just might be able to help you out with that.
Is that so? And just how much is this help likely to cost me?
That all depends on you, my friend. I got a problem I need solving. Trouble is, none of my usual guys are available. And this problem, it involves a woman. Someone who owes Tong money. Getting it out of her is proving to be difficult. It's a dirty job, but it might just get you what you want. You interested?
Tell me more. I'm listening.
That's what I like to hear. This woman, Jaya, she's a broker. Highly competitive field in Hengsha. But without the right skills, her business wasn't doing so well. So, we helped her out. Gave her a nice social enhancement upgrade chip so she could understand her clients' needs. Now, it's time to pay us what's due, but she says she won't.
So basically you want me to be your collector?
Yes, but it's not as simple as that. The girl's gone into hiding and thinks we won't find her. But she also took her phone and computer along to keep her business alive.
Not very smart, assuming you've got the equipment to track those.
We don't exactly. But we know someone who does, and that's where you come in. Bao Tower set up a surveillance network around town, a series of relay antennas. I need you to hack them. 3 relays should be enough for us to access the database and triangulate Jaya's position.
Then I go get your money.
Exactly. The first relay is on the rooftop of a 4-story building in the Yuzhou district. I assume you've got an info link and Wayfinder package in those fancy augs of yours? I'll upload the coordinates and then contact you once you've hacked in.
So there we go, that's the ending of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry again for the post-commentary. I know, live commentary is way more exciting. So yeah, so next time, don't worry, it will be live. I managed to fix the problem, so yeah, it was just a settings problem, like I said. So yeah, so on that, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time.